those who are discussing restructuring, my question always to them is that, what are you trying to restructure? If you ask about 10, 20 different Nigerians what is their idea of restructuring, you find that they have no idea what they are talking about. Some of them have not even studied the 1999 Constitution. The 1999 Constitution is almost 70 to 80% 1979 Constitution. And it's not true that the Constitution was shoved to us by the military. There is no military man in the drafting of Nigerian Constitution, whether the one of 1978 to 1979 or the one in 1999. Those were done by credible Nigerians, lawyers, technocrats, and civilians. So it's okay to demand for restructuring, and it's okay to demand for review of the Constitution. But rather, I would ask Nigerians to focus on putting pressure on National Assembly members to make sure that that autonomy as enshrined in our Constitution is respected and is implemented. And similarly, that of judiciary. So if that were to be done, some of these things, like the issue of security, you will find a local government chairman in collaboration with the emirs and all the traditional rulers will have a great chain of communication where they will really understand what is going on in their locality. So these are the things that I will urge all those agitators that are calling for restructuring. And I said also that majority of those calling for restructuring are people that have did their service, they left, their ex this, ex that. Representatives, whether it's in House of Assembly, whether it's in National Assembly, whether it's in the Senate, are lobby and say whatever amendments they want to be done to the Constitution, they follow through the process and lobby like every other person. So we are fully integrated as a people. And look at the properties that everybody has around. Some of the Igbos here in Zaria, Kano, Kaduna, and other places, they have more properties and businesses here than even in their own area. And similarly, the same with some Yorubas. There are Fulanis also that I know in Port Harcourt that had lived in Port Harcourt all their years. Everything about them, 90% of their resources and businesses are around Port Harcourt and Lagos. So these people calling for whether separation or restructuring, some of them I will say they are very naive of history, and sometimes they are even mischievously dangerous, because Nigeria is the dominant force of West Africa. Nigeria has done a lot, not only for Nigeria, but has done a lot in Sierra Leone, in Liberia, and other places.
The problem this country is having today, emanates from the Constitution. If the Constitution is refined, so to say, and it is rewritten, I'm sure all these things will be taken care of. You see, it's better for us to, in my own view, for us to be together as a country, but to devolve powers to the different regions so that they can develop at their own pace. We have practiced it in the past, and it worked. And I believe strongly that if we do it again, it will work.
Well, let me take it to the cases where we have the governors have power over within their own states, and we've had some governors use the power well. We might not like we might not be pleased with the entirety of how it was deployed, but there's been development in some states. And then you see some states that it seems that the governors are bereft of ideas. Now, if you give more power to such people to manage resources and all of that, what would be would it get any better? Because they already have capacity to manage the one they have, and they haven't done well with it.
You see, when we say restructuring, power goes to the grassroots. to the grassroots. The local government should be empowered more. When the local government are empowered more, then you have a better feel of this governance amongst the people, because they are closer to the people. I'm not talking of the states now, but to the grassroots.
Yeah, so I know that we've heard, not that I know, we've heard in the papers, there are different groups that want to divide from Nigeria's secession. And there are different factions talking about it because somehow they feel marginalized. Now, what do you think the federal government can do to bring everybody together? So it's one thing to say we are stronger united. It's another thing to show that we are really united. So what do you think the federal government can start doing to help settle the other parts that feel they have been marginalized so that they can stay?
Yes, it's very simple. I think there was a time we had a referendum where people came together to express their views on how this country should be governed. And the papers are there, the reports are there. The government should go back to those reports and act accordingly. I'm sure if they do this, they will address the yearnings of everyone agitating for secession or separation or whatever.
Sir, with all that we're going through, the violence, there's an arm of this violence, which is the kidnapping and banditry, where they're taking children and they are demanding money for them. Many people have given excuses for it. Oh, it's our government. We are poor. We don't have work. And it's as if there's a hunger for wealth that you do not earn, And for me, I like to look at it from before it became this way. What was the church saying? What were we teaching our children when they would come to church? What was the church celebrating? Who were the sort of people that were celebrating, that people are looking up to? How did we bring Nigerians to the point where money, however you make it, is important, given that we have the leaders, the religions that we have? How?
Well, it's unfortunate where we have found ourselves as a people today. And I want to agree with you that the church, though has been doing its best has not been good enough. We need to do more, because I know there are some churches that will celebrate even if an armed robber comes to the church and offers whatever he has acquired illicitly. They will still celebrate such people. You have people who are in government who are not doing well, come to church, we celebrate them. These are some of the ills that have been affecting us as a people before. But I think we have got to the point now that, look, let's call a spade a spade. Let's speak the truth to ourselves. If you are not doing well, you are not doing well. And the truth must be told. So if we are able to do this, I'm sure people will have a rethink before they engage themselves in such evil again.
I know you're a bishop of the African Church. Could you give us an idea what that entails? Does that mean that there's a bigger group of where you come together and have conversations on maybe a way forward? Because sometimes it's always good. I know. I've spoken to some people from Orthodox churches, and they always say these Pentecostals are the problem. You're the ones that have bastardized Christianity. You just made it all about partying and celebration and everything. That it's really gone away from the real crux of what Christianity is about. So, as that body, the African church, somebody at that high level, what do you think we can do to begin to change the message and to get people to have a weightier perspective to the things of God?
Yes, the African church is an Orthodox church and belongs to the Christian Association of Nigeria. It's also a block in Cannes. That is, it belongs to Christian Council of Nigeria, CCN. As a body, we come together to discuss and fashion out solutions to some of these problems that are staring us in the face from time to time. and we issue our statements, to government and to whoever is concerned to know what to do at the appropriate time. Issue of insecurity affects everybody, the young, the old, the rich, and the poor. Everybody is affected. So it's something that should be of importance to every one of us. That's why everybody is discussing it. That's why everybody is crying out that we are not safe in this country. And let's look at it. The way the whole thing is right now is really, really disturbing, because you can't really move from one place to another and feel secured.
Hi my people, welcome back. I think you've watched the video and listened to what many people that are talking the video said concerning restructuring of Nigeria. You know that, okay, all this issue that we are facing in this country, many people have been marginalized, so that is why some are agitating for restructuring. If you look at this first Hausa guy who say he talk for inside this video, he said that, okay, there is no way restructuring go help this country called Nigeria, according to him. But with me, I get to tell him, be say, okay, and I know say, okay, all these people call Hausa, I be northern people, they know they like restructuring because of their own selfish interest. So okay, if they restructure this country now, they will be the only people who is okay, they will suffer for inside this country called Nigeria. That is how you see, so okay, anytime we say that they talk about restructuring, that they always come against restructuring, anything that concerns restructuring. See, if this country called Nigeria is not restructured, many part of this country is going to suffer very soon, because if power come up for Tinubu side now, when you mistakenly enter all this northern side again, no more, I don't think say nobody go feel safe from southerners and many other regions for this country. The only thing will be say, okay, it will feel benefit southerners and many other regions now it go be restructuring, because many people now they feel marginalized now. Not be only if you said they are being marginalized already, so they should just restructure this country, make these people did their own side they enjoy, make the other people did their own side they enjoy, so that this country complain no go today again. The only thing we say is sweet me for waiting this father talk. We say for this father in talk many things. We say, okay, he gave me joy. He talk and say, even though this country is not divided, the country should be referendum, so that okay, all the region go have their own properties. So we say, okay, they control by themselves. No be this one where Bola and Ahmed Tinubu be anybody where we say they power go the pack things go your own side. No be that one way we want for this country, because this country called Nigeria, belong to only one part of this country. This country called Nigeria belong to plenty people, including Ijo, TV, and many other people, many other regions of this country. It's not only the majority self that are even agitating for referendum that we are talking about now. So to me, this country, if this country is not restructured, I don't think any better thing will come to this country. And you will say the year was now. If you get anything will say you want to concerning this restructuring matter, I beg make you drop on for inside comment section. And also, if today is your first time here, please kindly subscribe to our channel for you to get the next video, and share the video for it to go viral. Thank you all.